Hello, can you hear me? I think my computer's having a really bad lag today, my phone. Put an ear in the chat if you can hear me. Cool, thank you, thank you. Everybody always says puts a one in the chat. That's why I'm going to put an ear in the chat. I've been making all kinds of goofy little things for my channel just to be different. I really want to find someone to make me an intro, just like the lady on the airplane that, she says, here's your safety mask. And I want to say, here is the block button. If you argue with somebody, please push the block button. Over here is the exit sign. If it gets too much for you, please exit out. Over here's where, just basic things like that, but I haven't got it done yet. So Ernie quit YouTube again. Poor Ernie. He was so crushed. He was so triggered that Rap got $500 in 30 minutes and pissed him straight off. Yeah. Oh, hello, everybody coming in. I know everybody, says that like, hi, hi, Joanna, Merca, Agatha Misty, that girl, Wolf Lover, Agatha Misty, Sarah, Respect Pickles, Bash the Tragedy Pips, Stormy Skies, Fizz Crank, Sarah, Jamie, see, I'll repeat them all here, and Strong, Ernie on my list. Bye. Well, Ernie's on a lot of people's list, but yeah, he got straight triggered by having Rap get that $500. So he had to come on. He had to think, what can I do to top that? Damn. So it was another farewell to her. Farewell, YouTube. I don't need it. I don't need you no more. Silent troll. Listening. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. I'm waiting on my Chinese food. Agatha Misty. No, he's not still sick. Hippoporium. Hello. He's not sick. I don't think he's ever been sick. Well, he might have been sick a little bit. What I think was, and it's been 30 days, what I really think was he got put in the hospital. They suspected him, or he took the opportunity to take it as an excuse to get out of court, and he went to drug treatment because he was in there 30 days. That's about the time. And they don't keep you in the hospital for 30 days for nothing, but they will keep you in treatment for 30 days. And he was too willing with his, I'm in a psych ward. If he was in a psych ward, he would never tell anybody he's in a psych ward. But he was just saying that. So I think he was in drug treatment, and I think he got out, but he still should have, had that drug treatment call into the court because he still has a warrant. Jimbo verified that. And I think now it's too late for him to verify that. So I really think he's on the run. Yep. I think he really is on the run. And, in drug treatment, you could only have I think like, we have one here in Dodge called, oh God. Why can't I think of the own place here in town? Anyway, the first 2 weeks, you can't have your phone at all. And then after the first 2 weeks, you could have it for like so many minutes of the day and so many minutes during the night. And then right before you get to go home, you get to have it like so many minutes a day and night, but you can't have it all the time. Yeah, Sarah, he said he got psych word lingo from chats. Yeah, I agree. Somebody try that's a member. Somebody try and see if your emojis work. I made some emojis. Why does he make life so hard for himself? Agatha Misty, I don't know. He works harder at not working than if he worked. I think for Ernie, I think it's just the star. He wants to be the star factor. Fizz, I agree. The psych ward wouldn't allow phone either. Oh, did they work? Oh, cool. I need to make a jellyfish banner up here. Hello, tattoos and unicorns. I'm sure he's not in the hospital. He's playing games. Yes, he is. He got butt hurt today because Rap made $500 in 30 minutes, and it straight pissed him off. So he had to go straight to his people and play his I'm running away. And so all of his little pay piggies over there would say, "Oh no, Ernie." And he's like, "For the final time, here's my Cash App." And they're like, "No, Ernie, don't go. We love you so much. Don't go. This is my farewell, y'all. I don't need it. I don't need it anymore." Debbie said he's still with MAGA. I'm sure he is still with MAGA. What I think was, yeah, his channel's been gone before, Lynn. What I think, hi, Becky. Hi, Stan, Jumbo, Caslin. What I think happened was, when he got out of his treatment, MAGA said, "Okay, I told you before, YouTube was the problem. I told you before, and you didn't listen to me. Are you going to listen to me now?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll listen to you." So she probably put down the law. No more YouTube. You see where YouTube got you? No more YouTube. So if at all, he's going to say, "Okay, no more YouTube." Because he's got a $3.5 million contract, guys. I mean, come on now. Hi, Spidey. Welcome to my chat. Yeah, and he said the name Tristan. He's too free with those names. When he throws out where he's at, and when he throws out the names like that, you can guarantee that's not who he's with, or that's not where he's at. Paisley, Constant Chainsaw Sue has something to say. Mods in chat. Hey, y'all. Hello. Katie, is that you? Respect Pickles? That girl 77. Yeah, he'll be on other panels, but he still has to be the star, so he'll be back. I mean, I've got clip after exactly Gypsy. Ernie's grounded again. Just saw his bike in his yard. Exactly. I mean, what else I was thinking too? I think Ernie's been with MAGA a lot longer than what we think. Because I was going over, way back and, over his things. And as far back as like almost 2 years ago, he was visiting New York for this and New York for that. So, but I just don't know what they're going to do about this court. Good evening, Enlightened One. He has more feral tours than the Rolling Stones. Exactly. And y'all remember the cartoon when the Wile E. Coyote and the sheepdog, and they'd fight all day long. But at the end of the day, they would go to the time clock and punch out and go, "See you tomorrow, Ralph. See you tomorrow, Sam." And that's why I put that in every one of my videos I made of him, because that's how it is, I'd be like, "See you tomorrow, Ernie." You're like, "See you tomorrow, Connie." Sarah said, "I think he moved on to a new female sub to manipulate and use. I think he's hiding in her house. He can't work with a warrant, though. I have suspicions which one he could be with. He might. That very well. Whatever it is, it's a woman. He ain't got no career. He ain't got no $3.5 million freaking job. Fucking idiot. And his stupid subs over there. And you know what's even worse? Nicolina and her mean girls over there. Good luck, Ernie. Suck it up to Ernie. Why did y'all ever, Nicolina, why did you come to YouTube to hunt Ernie? And Traders, you too. And now y'all friendly with him. I'll tell you what, I'm not friendly with Ernie. I'm civil to Ernie, but I'm not friendly to Ernie because no, he hasn't. He's still the same scum that I, brought out, came not to out him, but to make everybody aware of him. I'm not going to go over there and be his buddy. I'm not going to go over there and tell him good luck with all that crap. Just not going to do it. Ernie's like Don Wells. He can't stay off YouTube. Well, but Don Wells has a reason. I mean, this is where everybody's talking about his kid. If I would go crazy not talking about my kid, and where's everybody talking about my kid? YouTube. I think I would be here too, just like Brandy was, for Monkey. But Ernie has no reason to be here except for he wants to be a star. Paisley missed me with that 911 bullshit. Hello. I'll probably end this live by accident sometime because that end button is right there for when I push the comments like that on the screen. And I'll bet you I do it a million times at end the live and I don't mean to. Sarah, do you think the mod is MJ? Because isn't MJ the one up there? Or I don't know. I don't know that MJ would hide him out and bring all the drama. like I said, his only options are rehab or mental health, and mental is out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, Gator, he's got a better offer. Yes, he does have 3.5 million, Gypsy. I mean, dang. He'd be quite the fool to ever come back to YouTube, right? 3.5 million. That's even better than signing the contract when he went to Hollywood. These people believe it. That's just, it just kills me. You know, Charlie's over there on his life. Go, bud. We're still going to miss him. He was such a good man. No, he wasn't. Charlie's like, I learned so much from him. What the hell did you learn? If you learned, you probably better forget it. Lynn J, they are fake. Hello, Tattoos of Unicorn. He has not changed. Kessler said, no, he'll be with Maggie. He just doesn't want anyone to know that's where he's at. I think that's really where I do. Because you know why I think that? I have been in love with a narcissist. And your best bet, because when you're in love with a narcissist, they know who to pick. And they know that you are going to, you think you could change them, really think you can change them. And you think if you love them enough or you do this enough, and they always tell you, they're trying to do better. And so you end up just killing yourself, just trying to get them to be normal. And your best hope, your only hope is if they find someone else. Because the people that narcissists picked are the kind of people that don't give up on people. They want to give them another chance and another chance and another chance and another chance. So your best hope is if a narcissist leaves you. And if the narcissist doesn't leave you, they will destroy you. Or they will get you so far down that life makes you leave them. Like you either go to jail or you go to the psych ward or you kill them or you do something. It's harder than hell to leave a narcissist. Hey, Missa. Good to see you. Traders took money to get channel going to blast Earn. Yeah, exactly. And Nicolina tells everybody that I followed Ernie here because he talked about my kids on YouTube. No, she followed him here with Jimbo in the stand to out him. Ernie said, play and catch me if you can. I said the video, yes. That's good, Jimbo. I'm glad you did. It's crazy. Hi, Coco. Yeah. Should we take, excuse me, should we sell squares to see what day he'll come back? Truth hurts. Thank you for the super chat. Big boy Ernie is big mad over the island money. Yes, he was. He was pissed off. He was like, do you realize people just get it to a fantasy island? Yeah, Ernie, they know. They're not stupid. At least the intelligent ones know that perhaps just it's a fake island. That's better than saying, oh, I'm in a hospital and my kidneys are going and I got to do this and you're stupid. Them ladies throw you money. He's like, you know how much money I got on my birthday? $1,000. If you're a sub of his, wouldn't that just kind of chap your ass? Yeah, Fizcrack, I agree. I don't think that he would. I don't think he would either. He might give him a ride from here to there, maybe. Yeah. Good. Like that sheriff said, your henchman didn't do a good enough job. And this time I can see the chat. I love it, but I can't share the screen. And the last time I could share the screen, but I couldn't chat. And that about killed me. I want to be able to chat. Yeah, like Tattoo said, they will never change for anyone. They won't. Your best hope is if they leave you. And by damn, my narcissist left me. I thought it was the end of the world. I thought, oh my God, I thought I was going to die. And I look back at that 13 years later and I'm like, my God, what was I thinking? Why did I put up with this? Why did I put up with that? It's just, Alicia did a series on a narcissist, when this split all kind of came apart, and everything Alicia said was exactly straight on from what I experienced in my own life. People use the word narcissist, overuse it a lot, but damn, when you see a real narcissist, you've found a real narcissist. Yeah, I do think Ernie did sign his rights away to his child. Yep. And Lori's got another channel back up. And I just posted this video. Wish I could share the screen. She posted this video. Hi, Scotty. She posted this video of Leslie, supposedly Leslie's 3 stories, and supposedly about um, Jimbo planning it. And you watch that video, and when you watch that whole thing, hi, Robo Granny, you're like, is she really this thick? Is she really this drunk on the Kool-Aid? That video was just crazy. Truth hurts. I think Mama T came on panel hoping that Ernie would pass the torch to her. Oh, yes, she probably did. You know, but, you know, he didn't want to hear nothing about me being on panel. Because I'm not on any domestic violence registry, and he knows it. Oh, well, Miss Coco's joke. What did Coco say? If anybody wants to come up, I'll drop a link. Let me see. This if I can figure it out. Invite guests. Send this link here. Oh, copy. Okay. And then, how do I chat? Oh, more here. Post a comment. Oh, now I see. Okay. I'm waiting on my Chinese food. Paste. Oh, no. There we go. See if that works. If anybody wants to come up. You know, and did anybody see his live last night about being in a mental ward? I believe that part is true. I don't know. I think he's in a drug treatment because I don't think he'd willingly admit that. And so Coco says, I got 5 on tomorrow. Hello, Robo Granny. I mean, how many people remember that it wasn't that long ago? It was the same thing. I don't need it, guys. I don't need it. I got my contract signed. I got everything I need. And you know what? Which was crazy because I thought he was lying, but he really did. He really did have everything. I really do believe Maggie is a doctor. I really do believe that because I believe Jimbo. I don't think she could fool Jimbo, and I don't think Jimbo would lie. So I really think she is a doctor. And can you imagine being Ernie Shell and Landon you a doctor and still being stupid to get off on YouTube? But that's what he did. Yeah, tattoos. It was his 50th last lives. I documented a lot of them. Hi, Angelina. Yeah, narcissists lie a lot. My narcissist, oh my God, it's probably TMI. Okay, be sure to clip this, anybody that wants to. I give my permission. I've surely clipped things, so I know I got tons of clip karma coming my way. I used to make so much fun of Prayer Garden mispronouncing her words, and I'll be damned if I ain't doing it now. I say, okay, I'm getting karma from Prayer Garden. I deserve it. But my narcissist I met online. He told me his name was this. I'm not going to say his name, but it sounds straight out of one of those Harlequin romance novels. And he said he was Native American and Norwegian. And I was talking to my best friend about it. She's like, oh my God, Connie, the most beautiful people on earth are Native American and Norwegian. So he had this beautiful picture, So we talked for a while. We met a couple times, and he ended up moving back. He ended up moving here to Kansas. And just one day, for some reason, his billfold was on the couch. And he said, hand me that card out of that billfold. And I said, okay. And I grabbed it. His name turned out to be something as simple as Ernie Shell. And I'm like, what the hell? He's like, oh, well, I don't like my name. I don't like my dad's last name. My dad's last name is, this. But see, this guy was just like Ernie. He had a lot of, he was tortured. He was chained to a pole in the bedroom while his mom and dad went out and worked all day when he was little. He was really screwed up. Spivey said, I've known Constance has been around for a lot, but I left the conversation when it came to Ernie. Well, I got more to talk about besides Ernie, too. Besides that, BHB posted, hi, Honeybee. BHB posted today, see, I can't share the link, which is going to drive me crazy, but she said, see, you stupid people, you need to know the law. You people look stupid to us in the law. Well, she only posted half the law, not the whole law. So I posted the whole law, and I said, with love, the jellyfish. Because even with no brain, we're still smarter than BHB. Sarah said, Truth hurts. No, he was speaking from jealousy. He needed to be greater than. Yeah, I don't believe he got $1,000. He wanted to top rap to show he could get more. Absolutely. That's the only reason he went live. That pissed him off to no end. Andrea Angel, good evening, everyone. Hello, Jane J. Sarah Smiles is the bottom of the barrel. Sarah Smiles, L is the bottom of the barrel for ES, and that's pretty low. SG spoke about L trying to manipulate her to make false reports. SG blocked her. L is obsessed with ES. Oh, she sure is. She has drank the Kool-Aid, made another pitcher, drank that Kool-Aid, and made a keg more. Absolutely. And see, this is what I was trying to tell her. My narcissist did the same thing that Ernie Shell did. I thought my narcissist was this gorgeous, gorgeous Norwegian, and I seen pictures of him. So I didn't think he was lying. But it's just like, I'm a fat girl, and I know how to look up to not look fat, the angle, the camera angle. And I guess he did the same thing, because I was expecting this Norwegian, Native American to walk into my life. And he was I've said this before, he was a skinny guy. And he wore them wrist things that Ernie wears. He did the same thing, because his wrist was so tiny and dainty. He was so little. And yes, he was, when it all came out in the end and everything blew up, he was bisexual. So I don't know what it is, but I can see the same thing happening. And Lori, I'm telling you, and that's what I thought about MAGA too. And I think I'm bad for MAGA, because, oh my God, could you imagine being a doctor with a son and thinking you're getting a predator hunter, thinking you're getting Ernie Shell, this great, this gorgeous hunk of a man that saves children, and you're a professional woman and you're going to live happily ever after. And then in walks Ernie Shell, but you're already in love with him, and narcissists know who to pick. Any normal woman would say later and shut the door and move on. But no, people like me that narcissists pick, you're like, okay, well, I love you anyway, looks don't matter, blah, 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 don't matter. My narcissist never worked a day in his life either, never. So there you are, stuck. Well, here, I'm just an average, person with a housekeeping job, got stuck with a narcissist. I can't imagine being a doctor. And once you're stuck with a narcissist, like I said, you just pray they leave you, because it's just that hard to leave it. And they can't get help, because narcissists don't think there's anything wrong with them. So they might fake going to treatment or going here or there, for the time being to get you through it. But they really don't think there's anything wrong with them. So they'll, they don't change. Hi, Yin Yang. When he said he got $1,000 for his birthday on Cash App, I wanted to say, and then you bought a hospital bed? Exactly. Yep. And like Gypsy said, Lori's in love with like Ernie, and Ernie like Squeaky From like Manson's. Exactly. And this is what really made me mad about. I wish I could post it. When Scientific Skeptic posted his comment that Jimbo read, what he put his viewers through. He's got these ladies that are thinking that he's poor, beat up. He's got these ladies really crying for him, and he doesn't give a shit about him. Not nothing. Momo says, speaking about how much he made on his birthday was just him hinting for more money. Yes, that's exactly what it was. And, he had to give his farewell speech, and then his Cash App. Here's my Cash App for my last live. Castle said, did anyone catch that he was talking about someone sitting with him in the hospital and not letting him out of their sight? That only happens on Suicide Watch. Yeah, true. But Ernie lies so much, you just never know. Honeybee said he's triggered so bad by rap making money. Oh, he was. Absolutely. If it's just to get out of charges, but I don't know if he's not going to get out of the charges. There's no way he's going to get out of the charges. But see, as much as he hates Benny and Jimbo, he should have done exactly what Benny and Jimbo said. His key to getting out of all this was, hey, dude, I have episodes. Benny told him, go down there and get you a note and go in the court and say, hey, this is what happened. I had an episode. And Jimbo said, Hey, he went down and he got that note. And it's not like he even had to fight to get that note because he got that note. All he had to do was take that note into court and say, Your Honor, this is what happened. And he would have been, I'm sure they would have dismissed it even. But the fact that he didn't, he just dug his own grave. Yeah, in rehab, you can't have a phone. I know here, New Chance, that's what the name of our drug treatment is. Here, you can't have a phone for the first 2 weeks. And then after the first 2 weeks, if you do what you're supposed to, they give them 30 minutes, I think, after lunch. No, 30 minutes. It's like a recess time. It's not really recess, but you know what I mean. Like when your the stuff's done before dinner, it's like a free time. Then you get 30 minutes, then you can have your phones. And then like 30 minutes before bed, you can have your phones. But you got to turn them back in, when you're done. But I do know a lot of people that would have a phone snuck in and they, put it somewhere and hope they didn't get found. Hi, October 50, baby. The drug treatment or psych ward doesn't make sense to me because of him having the phone. Yeah, I don't. The only reason I think that is because for the first, for about 2 weeks, we didn't hear from him. So we didn't have a phone. But then all of a sudden he started having a phone and now he's sounding fine and back out. It's been 30 days. So it's one or the other. Brad's picking him up. Yeah, I couldn't remember Brad's name the other day when he was saying, let me ask Mike if he can say about the scar. Yeah, I just, he's just baiting someone to come get him. I wonder if we could get Bama, that bounty hunter that he said that his publicist told him not to talk to her. Well, he's never had a publicist. He called Alicia his publicist. She was never his publicist. He just put that name on her. Phil's going to get him. Phil probably could. They were horribly triggered. And Lori was just, pissed off. Sarah said, Jane, I just saw your comment. I didn't know that Lori tried to get Summer Girl to manipulate reports. Report for what? That should tell you something if you need to ask people to lie. Yes. Yep. And what Nick was trying to do was she was trying to kiss his ass and, lull him into a false sense of security and saying, Ernie, don't worry about it. You ain't got no warrants. So Ernie would think, oh, no, I got no warrants. And they'd say, hey, Ernie, so what you been doing? Blah, blah, blah. And, eventually he'd say, oh, yeah, well, I'm out here with Maggot. And then she'd turn him in. But she pulled the ultimate Ernie. Nicolina, you pulled the ultimate Ernie. That's why I call you Ernalina. She said, oh, I just posted the wrong state list to get him triggered. Nicolina's get him triggered is Ernie's sting. Yeah, sure you did. You think of the Brady Bunch. Sure, Jan. Sure. Phil said, I can't lie. I don't believe a word he says. Doctor, lawyer, beggarman, or thief. Exactly. And, people don't realize liars should realize that their lies will come back to them. But people like Bullhorn Betty and Ernie don't realize that when you're on YouTube, it really is forever. Because there's bazillions of people that heard you say something. And they'll say, hey, wait, you just said that last week. And then your words are still there. So you could go right back to where they said it and screen record and say, hey, but you just said this. And they forget it. And they've been lying so long that they just keep lying. And then they get the dumbest subscribers because their subscribers, you'll even say, hey, look, she said this yesterday, she said this today. And they'll say, oh, no, she didn't. Okay. Kentucky said, one thing about Constance Sue replay, I'll never have to put her on 1.5 to listen. I know. And I've been diagnosed as the first one. Nicolina said that I was as a child, no one ever listened to me. So I had to talk fast. And I said, well, I was an only child. So miss me with that bullshit. Because I was an only child for the longest time. I was the only granddaughter for the longest time. The only grandchild for the longest time. Then I forget who came out and said that I was manic something and bipolar something. Maybe it was bipolar. And a symptom of bipolar was pressured speech. So that was their next diagnosis. And then this diagnosis was, somebody said the other day that I was all tweaked up, methed out all the time, talking and twitching. So, okay, pick whichever one you want. Prayer Garden is still around. Yes, she is. Kimberly said he didn't have his phone for a while beginning in January, right? Yeah, he didn't. Okay, I might have to mute here in a minute. My Chinese food might be here. My dogs go ape shit. But, and then in Mallory's world today, you see her get busted. Oops, I'm going to mute for a minute. Hi. I'll talk between barks. Hi, Barely Human. Okay, maybe they shut up. It wasn't the Chinese food. It was next door. Hi, Barely Human. Fizz Craig said, Lori is ate up with the idiocity. Yes, she is. It's just, see, she's her and probably only her right now, but she is the type of woman like Gypsy said, squeaky. I could see her pulling off some shit for her master. Barely Human, thank you for the $2 super sticker. I could see her doing whatever Ernie wanted her to say, thinking that she was doing it out of the right cause. See Jane's comment above. Okay, Jane. Spy above. Ooh, let me look up. Jane said, Sarah, listen to Southern Girl's live today near the end, and Southern Girl explains it all. Lori asked her to file a false report using against Jimbo. I was listening fast, but that is what I remember. And Southern Girl said no. Continued. Oh. Oh. So does that go along with someone trying to ask Thelma to follow, or someone to ask to follow a script against Thelma and Jimbo too? You know what I mean? Truth Hurt says, oh, stupid dog, shut up. I got him again. Continued. Lori raised that Southern Girl and Nick will do, and said Nick will do it. Oh, I'm talking on here. So Southern Girl blocked Lori and then Nick blocked Southern. That's crazy. So you know that they're doing this, they do it all the time, right? I think he's still in New York with MAGA. That's where I think he is. Kogo said, if you've been a long-time Ernie supporter and still believe him, then you get what you deserve at this point. Exactly. Sarah, if people are plotting to file false papers on Jimbo, he needs to know that. That's not okay. I need to collect proof of that. Yep. And you know Lori would. Go watch some of her videos. They're just downright disturbing. You know what they also do? They say this, I don't lie and I never lie. Exactly. Okay, Jane, I think I missed one. The last one. I got the first two. Lori raged at Southern Girl and said Nick will do it. Southern Girl blocked Lori and Nick blocked Southern Girl. Ah. Yeah, you know Nick would do it. Sure she would. Tattoo said he made his viewers worry and does not care a bit. Leaves them hanging for days. Yeah. And see, last time he did this crap of goodbye, farewell, YouTube. I don't need all this. I thought, don't your viewers hear? He don't need you anymore. Do you hear that? He don't need you. He's not here to fight for Summer. He's not here to rescue children. He's here for something he needs. And if he's getting 3.5 million, or like last time he was signed a movie contract, he says it straight out. I don't need this anymore. Meaning he don't need you anymore. Once he's done with this, he's only here for his needs. He said it out of his own mouth. And nope, they still sit over there and fall for it every time. Fizz Craig said, agree, Coco. I used to want to save people from wasting money. Now I'm like, wow, idiot. Exactly. I think it just, my issue is with Ernie, he says he rescues children. And, you know, people think that, what do you do now? He's not your content. Well, Jimbo and Kipper both said they started the stand to out Ernie. And do they think that release today, tomorrow, everybody's going to forget it? Respect Pickles said, to be honest, I kind of think he may base a cause of when all vitamin and iron are. Oh, okay, yeah. Respect Pickles, you know, Tina said something like that. She said that he wouldn't eat right and he wouldn't drink water. And she'd have to give him like vitamin supplements and make him drink his water, kind of like a baby, like, here comes a choo-choo. You know, she said it was ridiculous for a grown man to have to do that. But yeah, I guess you could get that low and, you know, hot and sweat. But, you know, it's just funny. To me, it's like him and MAGA saved up. It's like, okay, you hold out with that sickness till right before court. What are the odds that his kidneys are going to shut down right before court? You know, and he kept dropping that January 10th, not Section 8, Unit 8 was going to come together. I think he was trying to, Jimbo, are you still here? He was trying to plan something, but it didn't get, you know, done. Lindsay said, my fiance is in inpatient rehab and he can't have his phone at all. And he gets 1 10-minute phone call a week and it's supervised and it has to be on a speakerphone. Wow. Brad's riding in his yacht to pick him up. Becky, Bama lives near you. Get a hold of Bama and tell her there's $3,000. And we could almost guarantee where he's at. I didn't want to approach her, but if somebody lives there and knows, Ernie said, oh, I'm mute again. Okay. It's been exposed, those tragedy pimps, exactly. Did you see where Dolly kind of got his pickle in a pickle? Fizz, I refuse to watch Nicolina. I mean, I can't even hate watch her anymore because You know, it's just a lie. It's just a lie after lie after lie. And, you know, the people that watch her are the same people that always watch her, but it's just lie after lie after lie. Respect Pickles. Would MAGA risk harboring a wanted person? A normal MAGA wouldn't. I don't think a normal MAGA would, but a MAGA that's in love with a narcissist might. Plus, I don't know if Ernie's telling her the truth. I mean, surely she'd be smart enough to check on it herself, but Ernie might be telling her, hey, I got it taken care of. I would think that she would check it herself, but I don't know. When I made that video of MAGA, my thoughts were like, man, if this woman really is a doctor, this is not going to end well. Because narcissists, they will, like I said, your only hope is they leave you. Because if they don't leave you, they will take everything. I mean, they will destroy you. Absolutely destroy you. And it's crazy how it happens, because you love them so much and you keep thinking that this will be the time they're not going to do it, and they say the right things and you want to have hope, and they're such, you know, monsters aren't monsters all the time, otherwise nobody would fall in love with a monster. When they're good, they're so good, they're so very good, that when they're bad, you remember the good, so you're like always trying to just get back to that good person. And when I made that video, that was my first thought. Oh my God, this woman, she is going to end up losing everything for him. And then when I seen that he didn't show up to court with a doctor's note, I was like, oh my God, she could lose her career over this, at least be sanctioned, you know, disciplined. And oh, it's just like watching a train wreck. You don't want to watch it, but Missy said, I don't think with MAGA, because if she is a doctor, I don't think she is that dumb to put her job in jeopardy. I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so, but oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I can't watch her at all either. Voices said, I mean, it's not like his pick is up all over saying he's wanted. It could be someone who doesn't know he's wanted. Yeah. Yep. Because I'm sure he's made some connections in New York. Voices, I don't think there is a Tristan. Anytime Ernie would put out a name like that, I think it's fake. He's trying to throw you off. That's what, he's not going to put it out there. Hi, Queen Bee. This is my third live. Try to get used to it. But I don't know. I just know the key to Ernie is he is a Uber riding mofo. If you could get his picture to every Uber driver around that area, all over, just plaster it, I think you'd find Ernie, because he can't go nowhere without Uber. Ying said he don't want nobody looking for him with MAGA, so he said he had a new woman. Yes, just like his friend Brad. Yes, I think that. I think he thinks that he's say that throw us off. Tristan, I think, Daisy. I think he said his name was Tristan. Hi, Young at Heart. Libera said she was over there sending everyone our stuff. You see, you know what? At this point, like she's saying, oh my God, Paul Liberator has meth charges. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nicolina, nobody cares. Constance has a domestic violence charge. Nobody cares. Nicolina, nobody cares. I mean, let's just say Rap has domestic violence charges. Nobody cares. I mean, you say what you want about everybody. Oh, nothing they could bring up about anybody is as bad as they are. So nobody cares. And these things they're bringing up are like 20 and 30 years old. Nobody cares. Voices said, I heard it's just before going to the live. He said he was quitting, but then people went up. Yeah. I was going to not go up. I was like, no, I'm going to let him think nobody wants to go up. And they're like, no, he still owes me a domestic violence link. I'm not on a domestic violence registry, and he knows it. And then Mom T had to get sassy. I figured he was just spewing more Ernie stuff. I'll be back by now. Oh, he'll be back. He'll start out. What did he do last time? He started going on panels. And then that's why I went up to ask him. He said, how did he say? He said he was quitting, but he always words it to like his little pay piggies will say, well, he didn't mean he was quitting YouTube. He was, so I was going to I was going to narrow it down. Earth, hey, Constant Sue. Lyme comes natural to these tragedy pips, and they believe their own lies, but later on down the line, they'll come back to bite them in the butt. Every time, Earth, every time. Yeah, and Mallory, you know, she's straight up there and she lied to that, oh, I'm here to meet my mother. And we have, my nephew is transgender. So I am not any way biased at all. But we have this other transgender person here in town, and every time she gets in some shit, every time she'll play the trans card. It's just because I'm trans, huh? No, it's because you're an asshole. You just happen to be trans on top of it, But the issue is you're an asshole. No, it's not. I'm trans. No, it's not. You're an asshole. And that's how Mallory is. She can't possibly think that the issue is she's an asshole. You just have to be trans in addition to it, You have to be a woman in addition to it. You happen to be a Florida resident. Yes, you're all these things, but the issue is you're an asshole. That's what the issue is. Yep. And yeah, I did honor the Bloom being shot. And VHB, I looked up that law, and the law says if you are recording on your phone, in Pennsylvania, it's a two-party state, but they give a lot of leeway for in public, and out and about. But if the business sets the rules. If the business asks you to leave and you don't, you are trespassing. She was asked to leave many times. If you are near somebody doing business and you get their business in on it, you have to, it's where you expect reasonable privacy. Like if I'm paying my furniture bill or talking about a furniture deal with a salesman, I expect privacy there. So you can't go up and record that because that's someplace where you expect privacy. If I'm just in shopping for furniture, looking around, not talking to anybody, I don't expect privacy, so you can film me. But this man even explicitly said, hey, I don't want you in here with my business. Right there, she's already in violation. But what's going to come down to is not the employee filing charges. It's going to come down to Ashley Furniture filing charges. And this is where we always get to the problem. Ashley Furniture is going to not want to mess with it. They're like, I don't want to mess with it. So just like John Crime said, it's a pinprick. It's just one more thing they get away with, Crime with a K. Hey, Constance and everyone else, see how triggered Nick has been tonight. Oh, I haven't even watched her. We need to, if we could gather a watch party, I would watch her, but I'm not going to give her a view because I think it's hilarious that Mama T's been getting more views than her. So I'll watch Mama T and give her the view just to piss Nick off. And Nick will say, just like Ernie, typical little Ernalina, I don't care about the numbers. I like a smaller chat. Well, how many times did we hear her say about Bob and Lori? Ha! They got 28 in their chat. Ooh, they're really doing good. Oh, they got 29 now. Ooh, they're doing really good. So the numbers matter to her. Just for you, I popped in Sevens for a minute, and she was donating money to something. Then she showed her URL history. One looked like a Google Drive with pics and info from Rap. Oh, yeah, probably. Yep. She's a screenshot fool. But or did she delete that live? I bet she did. Yep. We're talking about Ernie and Bullhorn Betty and Mallory. That was what I watched today. And a little bit of Dolly Vision Jimmy. His whole, he says now he believes the Wells, which I thought at first that he was just doing that to get more views. But honestly, he got less views because his whole chat was like, oh, dude, no. So he's been supporting Don and been supporting Don. Well, then Don went on live last night and chewed his ass. So I wonder how much he'll support Don now that Don chewed his ass. Lori is beyond stupid. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's just crazy. If anybody wants to come up, holler, I'll drop you a link. I think I know how to do it, but Kentucky said, Liberties, it was funny as hell, but KMP doesn't understand concept. Talks way too much and way too loud. I caught the replay. I guess I would see how would he get a movie contract? Pretty sure they look into him and run a mile. Yeah, this was his last I'm running away from home yearbook goodbye. It was contract signed, and he had a picture of something. And he's like, contract signed, and he had a picture of Gypsy. What was the guy's name? Brad and his fancy cars, you know. And he even went on AB's program. He's like, hey, AB, hey, buddy, I'm leaving YouTube. I don't need it anymore. I married me an actress. And AB was like, okay, Ernie, see you tomorrow. It's freaking hilarious. But Jane said it was today. Did you hit the live button and search for the channel? Okay. But yeah, Jimmy's having issues. But you know what? I'll be damned. Missa, did you see that his pay piggies gave him the money for the retainer for an attorney for your case? Now, what you bet? He is going to either go with a public attorney, or he's not going to put all that money to an attorney. He's not going to do it. And why would he if he thought he was innocent? You know, why you got to innocent people? I could defend myself in court if I was innocent. It's not a good idea. You're pretty stupid for doing that. But Casa said, Mallory's been on my nerves since 2017, but today she pissed me off so bad I had to log off the. Does anybody know why she went to the St. Jude's to start with? Was it really because she just wanted to film it? But see, this is another word, like John Crime said. This is where Mallory could get in big trouble. You know, St. Jude's would have to pick up the ball and file the charges. Is St. Jude's going to be willing to do that? Or they just think, we're not going to mess with it. That's why these people get away with this crap, because it's something to us. It's a big deal because we see it all the time. A repeat. All these other places only see it one time. St. Jude's sees it one time. Ashley Furniture sees it one time. Chatham County sees it one time. Tennessee's seen it one time. Iowa's seen it one time. And that's why Voices for the Voiceless, Angela, that's why she put together a binder like thing, like a real binder like Betty's, but it's not a binder. It's like a Google Drive. And she'll send it to these places to say, hey, this is a pattern. Look here, this is how they acted in Florida. This is how they acted in Tennessee. This is how they acted in Iowa. This is how they acted in Pennsylvania. This is how they acted in Memphis. Because once you see it all out, then it takes somebody, the initiative to press charges. Eileen just happened to be the perfect person at the perfect spot because she wasn't a big entity. She was around. She knows how they are. And she had the right to press charges, and she did. We should see if Mountain Dew will put his wanted poster on the bottle. Exactly. Yep. Miss me with that bullshit. I love that name. But yeah, they really should. I don't, and I told Andrew Hiltz, he's up there in New York, him and his brother Ericon. Now, Andrew's as dumb as a day is long, but Ericon isn't. He's a smart man. I tagged him in your post. I said, hey, here, get you some $3,000. And, they might be able to do it. I don't know anybody else is in New York, though. But New York is kind of right there with a whole bunch of other states right, all around it. So I think Bama would be the best one to get him. Skunk 77 has resorted to blind calling people in other countries for content. Oh, that sounds fun. My phone keeps doing it. But Scotty, she's trying to copy Molly Golightly. Yep. Castle said another community Mallory is in was torn apart by St. Jude scams. She knew going would trigger reaction. Oh, plus her getting busted trespassing just gave her ammunition to use the discrimination card. Yes, that's it. She's like some of those people that, not all of them do, but those auditors that go around to the police stations. Some of them go just to cause problems, and some legitimately go, just to show what places are like. But there's some that'll go just to bait the cops. Baiting them to touch them. That way they have a lawsuit. That's what Nicolina does. You hear her say that I sued government entities for a hobby. And that's what she does. She goes around, trying to find any little nitpicking thing she can, to sue them. But Kentucky, I haven't made any clips because I just get so burnt out sometimes. Sometimes I'll really like doing it. But then sometimes I just I can't bear to watch BHB. I can't bear to watch Nicolina. Dolly, it was just too much. It just gets on your heart too much. that blind guy. If you want to have a watch party, Lori and I can get a video download for you that you can restream and give a commentary on. It won't give a review. Oh, yeah, that would be. That would be cool. I mean, some of them are so boring I don't even want to watch them. Some, might be, but Strange Clothes. Hello. Earth said, no. When are you going to do open panel, or have you decided not to? I could drop the link. I just let me see if I can figure it out. There, post a link. Casa said she went in the hospital and lied about meeting her mother. She was escorted off the party. But why was she going in there, just to film it? Just to irritate people? Hey, Beth, that was great today. Y'all were good. Hey, Alicia. Constance, you run a great live, by the way. You always give so much clarity to things, and it's been so much easier without bitches interrupting you. I know. Yep. And here, they tell me, like, shut up. I wasn't talking to you. Okay, bitch. I know I gotta, if I don't quit talking, you're gonna boot me off panel, so I'll shut up. But don't think you're gonna shut me up for long. And I said, oh, Lord, Angela, I'm still not over her making fake vax cards for Molly O'Reilly. Yeah, that is stuck in, your craw for some people, but I kind of got over that. America, Andrew could use a few bucks. Yeah, he sure could. And that's $3,000. That's a lot of bucks. Thank you, Earth Angel. Oh, Beth, you're saying goodbye to Beth. Okay. Have fun, Beth. Yes. Linda said, I wish I could have been around when they came to Iowa. Only 1 hour away, I would have filmed the losers. I wish we could have a clown in every state. Just wherever they show up, just have a clown ready. I think that is the best you can get to a peaceful protest. That clown don't have to say a word. That clown don't have to do nothing, but just march right behind him. I think that's awesome. Linda said, I don't think St. Jude's will play when it comes to letting strangers in their facility. Your mouth, or your words to God's ears. We can hope that St. Jude's does press charges, because I know somebody sent the whole video in of her, what she did, and she did lie. Strange Claw said, I promise you that Mama T today on Raps was blowing me away. I was so tickled I was crying. No. Beth did an awesome job. And who did they say? Bridget was Kaz. She sounded just like her. Hi, Jackie Blue. Okay, so how did you, if you took the link, how do I know how to add you? I don't hear no beep. Oh, there's Jersey. Yes, I'm going live now. I learned how to do it. When's your court coming up, Jersey? Jersey is the MVP that was down in Georgia. That's the one that Dolly jerked the bullhorn out of her hand when it was her and Tammy down there all by their little lonesome. Two ladies that neither one of them weigh 130 pounds soaking wet. Neither one of them. And that's the one that Dolly assaulted. And if he wants to save an attorney, he better save an attorney for that case, because that one, we got that right on camera. He ain't getting out of that one. Yeah, you got me going for Chinese. Well, my Chinese still isn't here. Alicia said, that's a lot of bucks, but Andrew won't mess up potential drug contact. Yeah, that's true. Yep. I think all we'd have to do is send a Uber for Ernie. Yep. I can't imagine that Ernie's the kind of person that would stay in Maga's house all day. He's going to want to get out. I mean, he might for a while because he's scared, but he's going to want to get out and go around. Just says, although I don't like hearing Angela and Queen Bee, but as an RN, that fake vax crap pissed me off. Yeah, I was really big on the vax thing too, because a lot of people here died. I mean, I was a Bullhorn Betty, and I went to my city council about it many times because I couldn't get our educated people in town to realize that the mask wasn't to protect me so I didn't get sick. They kept saying the mask, for one, the box says it won't stop the virus. And it's like, oh my God, the box says, I was trying to get that it travels on spit. So it won't, if it was just a little, virus going through its mask, I probably shouldn't even get in mask conversation. But anyway, yeah. Kaz, Bridget was Kaz, wasn't she? Yeah. Or I think it was Kaz. Oh, Jersey's still gonna be months. Well, yeah, I bet they are way behind. Well, we're not gonna forget. Cribe said, me and Mita are determined to find out who did Kaz. Still have no clue. I think it was Bridget, wasn't it? Oh, I see it there. Okay. Guest. Participant. Add to stream. There.
Hi.
Are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi.
My first guess.
How are you, Miss Constance?
I'm pretty good. Waiting on my Chinese food. What you been doing?
Trolling and rolling. Not
What you
really.
think?
Just been clipping. Just.
What you think about what's going on around out here lately?
Besides Mallory being a dumbass, I don't know.
Yep.
How do you just stroll up on St. Jude's and think you can't just stroll up on St. Jude's without wearing a mask and you got a bunch of kids there?
Yeah. Yep. I was so impressed with those guards though, because they are watching them kids. They're on it.
Yeah, they are.
That
You
was
got
good.
kids that are sick. They're trying to heal, and then you go up there and you don't even mask up, and you can get them whatever you're bringing from the outside. You bring it inside, and oh my god.
Yep. I'm trying to turn your mic up a little bit. They can barely hear you.
Let me see if I can turn mine
But
on. I
here
believe.
maybe this is. I'm learning. If I
Yeah, I'm
don't.
still learning mine too. I'm still learning mine too.
Oh, see, I didn't check the box to play a sound when guests enter. Aha. Okay.
There we go.
Now, can you hear me better now?
Yes. How about?
Okay.
Can you hear me better now? Okay.
I can hear you fine. Can the chat hear you? Now I feel like I'm being Mama T. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's like, shut up and wait a minute. You're on a delay. Josie said, can someone keep me updated when BHP has court for her credit cards? I could try to. Uh-huh. Are you still down there, Josie? Series is a whole line mess today too.
Yeah. It was a couple of days ago. I believe it was what's today? Saturday. It was Wednesday. Um, Apparently, we're being accused of making fun of Dolly's. We're being accused of making fun of Dolly's brother's passing.
Oh, I wasn't making fun of him. I'm just not going to give him any passes because his brother passed.
No, you don't deserve any.
Yep. He give Billy Joe any passes when her grandson died?
Nope.
Not one. Mm-mm.
No.
So this is his karma. And you know what? His karma would be if we'd all show up outside of his house and protest that we don't believe it was a natural death. Let's go out there and protest that we think he's a brother killer. That would be his karma.
Yeah, that would be his karma.
Absolutely. Let's stand out there at his time of grieving and call him a brother killer.
Yeah, but don't be making, don't be making assumptions or accusations that we're making fun of him and we're laughing at him and there's posts going around that we're doing all this when you don't have receipts.
Yeah, he's doing it just the reason Ernie does. It gives him more sympathy money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched it. I watched it happen. Hmm.
But I really, Jersey, if you need a mission, no, I don't. That's because I think
Don't,
his family's dangerous. I really think so.
don't,
But
don't, don't, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it,
yeah,
please.
if I
Constant's
was
gonna get
closer
me in
there, I
trouble.
would show up.
Constant's gonna get me in trouble.
But dang, wouldn't that be his karma to show up there and say, "Hey, despite what the officials say, we don't care. We're not going to. We think the officials suck. We think you're a brother killer." And even if he said, "Man, I wasn't even, around it. So what? We don't care. We think you're a brother killer, and we're going to scream up and down this block that you're a brother killer." That's his karma.
Look, I don't know his brother. I don't care to. But you know what? That's That's not my problem. My problem is the way he's treating the women on this platform. That's my problem. I don't like
Yeah.
what he does, and what he does. He's not going to change. He can say all he wants. I'm going to try to be a good person. No, you're not. You're not going to be a good person. You're still going to be the same person that you've been. You're still going to go after people. That's what you do.
Absolutely. Despite what the officials say, despite what the evidence says. Yep. He don't care. And he said today, what did he say? How did he put it? I was watching, he said, something about something bad happened to somebody. He goes, see, that's what happens to bad people. And see, good comes to me because I'm a good person. And I was just like, oh, you piece of shit. You're not a good person. You're not a good person. And and
Oh,
there's poor paper cut Tina, love her to death, and she's still sitting there drinking the Dolly Kool-Aid.
right. And she's kind of growing on me. She is kind of. I'm only 30%. That's where I'm at. I'm only 30%. I haven't grown yet.
Yeah.
Not after Wednesday. What she did.
What'd she do Wednesday?
Give him $100.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got the screenshot.
And that girl lives, I mean, beyond paycheck to paycheck. I think she's just on assistance or something.
Either way, it doesn't matter. She's up there with someone who treats women like shit.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said? The craziest thing is we have proved that he has 3 convictions, not charges, 3 convictions in the past for assault on a woman. We've seen him, and he has another conviction for assault on a family member. Conviction. I posted the case numbers on my community tab and the link.
Mhm.
Then we've seen with our own eyes how he treated Jersey by talking to her one day. And then we've seen with our own eyes how he treated her grabbing the bullhorn the next day. And then after that, we heard an allegation from a mod that was his mod for 5 years and a good friend. Out of all of that, his people didn't turn on him. But by damn, he started supporting Don Wells, and they all want to leave. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I did hear you say that Don Wells trashed him.
Oh, yeah, Don Wells was yelling at him last night.
Wow.
What I think is I thought maybe Don had watched Benny's videos, while he was in jail, and Dolly's videos while he was in jail, and just forgave him. But I think that didn't happen. I think Don came out talking to him and then just watched the videos, and now he's pissed again because, I couldn't. I was like, why are you being so nice to Jimmy Dolly? This man called you a monster. This man called you everything horrible. I mean, he said you raped your daughter, and you're letting him in your house. Well, I think Don just kind of got the full meal deal of what happened, but I'm not sure.
No.
But it's just crazy. They won't turn on him for assaulting women, but they'll turn on him for Don Wells. That's just insane. 3 Dot Dave's just mad as hell at him for supporting Dave. Rose is mad at him. I mean, for supporting Don. But it's a whole big. Thank you, Sarah, for finding my membership link. I have the jellyfish because we're so perfect. We don't need a central nervous system. And then I have the roaches as my 2nd level membership because roaches stay around as long as there's trash. See, someone said that. I kind of thought that was cool. And then jackass, because I like that. Bullhorn Betty calls everybody a jackass. And my 4th top level is press pass. For that level, I'll make you your very own press pass, like on my picture.
Oh
I
God,
think I owe Judith a press pass.
oh God, I hope I don't have to do that again. After I made a couple of press passes and 4 of them for the ship, then I got, then I made a couple more for a couple of other people, and they didn't
Yeah.
start running it. So I made
Well,
a
you
whole
know,
bunch of them. That I didn't
yeah,
mind.
Uni the other day on his chat, he wasn't getting. He's like, I bet she bought this press pass off of eBay, and I kept trying to say, dude, no, no, she just got a template. She went on Google and got a template and made this press pass. Um, and the only thing people don't understand is like if an accident should happen right here in Dodge City today, and the presses all want to go look at the accident, Dodge City Police Department will have a list of the press they recognize, like local news, ABC News, NBC News, a magazine. They have a list of the press they recognize. If you're on the list of press they recognize, then they accept your press pass. You just don't show up with the press pass, and because you're press, you get in. That's the same thing like when she went down to Georgia. Those people had a list of the press they accept: ABC, NBC, Fox, blah, blah, blah. If you're not on the list of press that's accepted, your Bullhorn Betty press pass, you don't get in because they don't recognize you. She probably could have applied though, you know, hey, here, Chatham County, here's my credentials. Will you put me on your press? And they might, but you just can't walk in there with any old press pass.
No, you know where I made mine?
Huh.
Off my Power Director video app. That's where I made mine.
I used
I
mine.
got them off of Google.
Yeah, I got the template off of Google, and I used my A to Z screen. No, my InShot video editor. That's what I use. It's free. It's on your phone. Everything I do on my phone is free, and that's how I made it. I just used their template and put my own little. My company was the Truth Times, and I made myself the executive director.
That's right.
Yep.
That's how I
So,
made mine.
yep. And another thing I was going to tell everybody is when I got my when I went live, if you get a strike, go to the website counterdcma.com, and Rob Reed Esquire, he's on YouTube. If I could share the screen, I'd show you, because he made a video just for Dolly. He will fight for your counter strike for $2, so you don't have to give up your personal information. He will use his office for the personal information. Thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw a link for that somewhere. I'll have to go find
Mm-hmm.
it. And
Yeah,
post it.
it'll kick me off here because all I got is my phone I'm using. But yeah, that's the best thing to use. If you're legit, if you use it for fair use and it's legit, he'll file it for $2. And I think
Yeah.
Pirate even said, hell, she'll let her use her address. Welcome, Chinese Balloon. And Kazmataz, welcome. And Jonesin, I don't know if I said hi to you or not. And Queen Ashley. And Gamer Girl, hi. I don't know if I said hi to you or not. I feel bad when I don't get the saying highs. But Caslin said Don is out of control. He might be. I mean, let my child go messing and see how drunk and out of control I get. I don't know that I can handle it. I think I would. Oh no, I ain't even gonna say it. I can't even say it because God, I hate things. But I think the worst thing for it would be to not know where your daughter is. The not knowing would eat me alive. It would just eat me alive. Every minute, every hour, not knowing where she's at would just, you drive me to drink if I wasn't already drinking.
Yeah, right.
And you probably should stay off YouTube. But if the only place that is talking about his daughter is YouTube, that's where he's going to go. That's like Brandy Neal did the same thing. She said, I'm here because everybody's my best bet, my best hope. Queen Ashley, I'm sorry I'm late. I had an emergency. Oh, we don't have a scheduled time here. I just kind of went live because I was waiting on my Chinese food that's still not here. I guess it was in that balloon. I might not ever get it.
Look,
But
like I always said, I wasn't here for the whole thing with the Don Wells and the Summer Wells thing. I know the story, but I wasn't here for the whole entire thing that went down with the whole crew that went down there. When I came
mhm.
here, I did watch the videos on it, and It was bad. That was
Yeah,
bad.
can you imagine going up to anybody and saying, "Sorry, your baby's dead"?
Yeah. No, I don't want to know how that must
Yeah.
feel.
Can you imagine having the patience that
But
Candace had not to jump out of that car and just rip her, I mean,
and then go
innocent
on
or
a
not?
live and then go on a live later and say, "Yeah, we're happy we got him fired. He gave us
Yeah.
the runaround." So you got him fired because he gave you the runaround?
Yep.
Wow.
And he worked there 13 years. He had that job 13 years. And he was good at it. And the kids went with him sometimes, and he was teaching them. And Candace went with them, just. But see, that's another one of them little pinpricks. Right then, they were disturbing the peace. You heard that cop say, "Hey, anything louder than a talk, anything that makes the public turn their head and look is disturbing the peace." They should have been arrested then. But Kingsport didn't want to mess with them. They're like, just get on down the road. It's just crazy. Fizz said, "It would kill me to not know about my daughter. Like, literally kill me. I don't have much to live for anyway, so yeah." Oh my God, I can't imagine. I know. And you think about, at least in death, you know where your child is. But then do you want to say no? Because I would rather still have hope. I just can't imagine either one. And I can't imagine having a substance abuse problem when my daughter went missing, because trying to quit would be hard enough on a normal day with nothing going on. But to try to quit when your daughter's missing, I mean, you'd probably have to lock, yeah. If I wasn't drinking, I would probably start drinking just so I could go to sleep, or, get the thought out of my head for a while.
Yeah.
And, that's not good for them. The boys, surely you can't send the kids back to parents that are drinking. I understand that. But, and then you have, all of YouTube and everybody thinking you had part in doing it, whether you did or not. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they did, but I don't know for sure. And I would rather give them grace than to, crucify them when they're not guilty, because you can never take that back. I mean, that's an awful lot. That's a load to put on somebody if they're not guilty.
Yeah, but then they're not guilty, but you still accuse them.
Yeah.
That's that's the thing. You're found innocent, but you got people that are still accusing you.
Yep.
But you've already proven innocence. So why continue going after them? That's kind of an issue for me, but I mean, what can we do?
They
It's
both
only
did
innocent.
a polygraph. So
Did they
that would tell
pass?
me.
Did they
Huh?
pass? Did
Yes,
they
Brian
pass?
Inton. I just posted a clip on my community tab. Brian Inton with News Nation Now had a report, and he said, "I did confirm with Ronnie Lawson today that both parents did pass the polygraph."
Well, there you go. Now leave them alone.
And one thing I did agree with Dolly today when he said it, somebody said, "Yeah, but that doesn't matter." And Dolly said, "Well, if they failed it, it would matter. If they'd failed that test, it would matter to everybody. But they passed it, so now it don't matter."
Yeah, I like to see him try to take a lie detector test for all the shit that he's done over here. So,
Yeah. And
oh,
it's
that's
like,
it. You can say that test is wrong. Hmm.
yeah, I guess he did show his balls on camera. He put his phone down and went pee. And he stood up, and I didn't see it. I don't want to see the clip, but I guess there's clips out there.
No, don't even send me that. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's like, I don't want to kick the man when he's down. He probably don't even care, but damn, I can't blame the man. I know SRS really doesn't want to keep your kids, but we have heard stories where SRS does make you jump through ridiculous, things. And People Magazine picked up the article, so maybe now they'll get something going on it.
Yeah, I did watch this. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just commenting on that when she says Candace knows more. I did watch the Dr. Phil episode, but to me, Candace looked really scared about something.
Yeah, I think she is scared. I mean, like when she was saying, we don't talk about Frank Light we don't talk about Fred Hill. I think the people that she thinks take him, she don't want to talk about it because she's got 3 other boys that could get hurt.
Yeah.
But The P part made me think of rap. I know. I pee with rap. Okay, Alicia. I'm waiting on Chinese food too, so who knows? Might be here sometime.
Oh Lord.
But
I
I
only
can't got a
discovered
heart
rap.
problem.
I only discovered rap during Quentin Simon when.
Oh yeah. And see, with all these people, I was happy with myself. Not too long ago, I said, "Screw Benny, screw rap, screw Jimbo, screw Ben." I was mad at all of them. For one, I was mad at all of them. Nicolina, all of them. And then I kind of, came around to rap, and got not being mad at him. And I got over being mad at Benny, and I got over being mad at Jimbo. But I'll never get mad at being Nicolina because I just can't stand her. Just can't stand her. Just because. Paisley, and who are these uppers she refers to? I think the uppers was the private detectives that they have that's working for the family. Chris and I forget his wife's name. They are. They say they're a private eye couple that volunteered to work with Don and Candace, and they've been there since the beginning. I think that's who the uppers are. But I'm not real sure, but I think that's who it is. But come to find out, I guess the guy's only the PI and the wife isn't. Yeah, General Awareness said that, yeah, the PIs, I think that too. But I don't know that they're doing too much. But I just don't think Don and Candace are mastermind enough to pull off fooling the FBI card team, the TBI, and everybody. I just don't. Frizz Craig said, "I pee with tattoos of unicorns sometimes, but she can't believe how much I pee." Is she down there with you now, Fizz? Are you guys together? Gamer Girl said the PI hasn't done anything for him. I can't see that they have either, nor Tim Mullins. I can't see he's done anything either.
Not that I've heard.
Yeah, and I wonder how Kaz and Jason are getting along. This should be like day 2 that they've been together. That's why she ain't running her mouth. But yeah, I know. I just wish the best for the Wells. I really do. I always picture the boys like the boys on Talladega Nights. Them 2 little ornery little boys, and they go into foster care, and they're like, "Fuck you, Grandma." I don't know why I pictured, but that's what I always picture them like. But if the boys are happy, then
they've got to be. They've got to be old enough now.
Yeah, 2 years. I think the youngest was probably 13 now, and the one that was 13 is probably 15 now. But Sarah, I forgot what you said. They are. Are you talking about Kaz and Jason? He was supposed to be going to meet her. I don't know how he could do that because I thought his criminal record would keep him from leaving the country. Courtney W. said they would have to outsmart them with sober minds, let alone them trying to do that on whatever they take. Yeah, I just when somebody said that Dawn said that Candace didn't pass the first one. The first one, Candace was too emotional to take it. Like if you're a complete emotional mess, you can't take it. You're going to have to calm the fuck down before you can even, try to take it. Gamer Girl said she knows Dawn can get rid of Candace and she won't be found. She knows Dawn can get rid of Candace and she won't be found. I don't understand that, Gamer Girl.
Well, the last comment you pulled up with Gamer Girl was something about the cornbread mafia.
Oh, she scored. I don't think there's really a cornbread mafia. I think there is a good old boys network, maybe better to say. Like they got 2 sex offenders living right there, one down the road, one down the other road, and one not too far away, and another one that visits his dad occasionally. And then you got the old bitch next door who hates kids, and they're all not nice people. And I think she knows that, the people will cover for people. Oh, I was boss with Boss Man being funny. I get it now. What keeps vibrating? My phone. It's on. Can you hear that? Oh, that would be annoying. I didn't know you could hear it. I'm moving the charger. See, like that? Yep, the charger moved. I'll try to hold that. Don't do that. Well, now it's really doing it. The more I talk about it. Oh, I know why. It's plugged in behind me when I move. Lavana Love said, "Hi, Constance. I've been watching you forever, but never commented." Well, hello. Hi, Buttercup baby. Yeah, it's my phone.
Okay,
Gabriel
I
said,
know
nope,
it.
we haven't found Summer. Today's her birthday.
Yeah.
Today is her birthday. I'm like everybody else. I don't think it's a happy. I don't want to say happy birthday because it's not happy. I think she's still alive. I really do think she's still alive.
Yeah, I feel that way. I do. And I just really wanted to come home. We
Yep.
all do.
Can you imagine what that's going to be like? I keep thinking
Oh
about
God,
the
yes.
day we hear that they find her. Either way. I'm like, oh man, I can't imagine what that day is going to be like. I just can't imagine.
I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
cry.
I cried today. I cried today because I try not to think about it a lot, but then I'm thinking, God, could you imagine? And like Monkey's mom and
Yeah.
just, oh my God. And then anybody that has the nerve to blame the parents, right? I mean, even if they're guilty, I mean, until they're found guilty, I can't imagine blaming them. It makes my stomach sick. At least said I pray every day she's still alive. I think she is. I think she was taken for purpose, to use. And I really wish that there was something like a get out of jail free card where we could say, like, I think they have her, and how do you give her back? Like, without killing her. That would be, if it was my daughter, I'd be thinking, oh my God, that they're going to think they're going to have to kill her because the only way to get out of this is to kill her so she won't tell. And I would be going to the cops saying, can we do something to where just bring her back and then charges filed. I know that's not possible, but that would at least give them a way out. Here you don't have to kill her. We won't press charges and just let her go. Because what if you did take her and then you get her and you're like, fuck, what did I do? What if you're sitting there thinking like, what did I do? I'm having second thoughts. Which, like, if unless she's been blindfolded, she knows where she's at. So I just wish there was some way they could just let her go and all would be done.
Yeah, let her come home.
Yeah.
Be with her family.
Because at least let her come home. You're not in prison for the rest of your life and you're not going to get the electric
Well,
chair.
just like with Madeline McCann, everybody wants her to come home, and she's been gone for so long, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows what happened with her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember when that happened. It was like it was yesterday.
And I don't really remember that one, but I know those kids that they found. Just a second, my Chinese food's here.
Got a bunch of stuff on the
Yay, my Chinese food's here.
Hmm.
Come on, you guys.
Well, thank you for everybody for coming to this one, and thank you, Earth, for being my first panel guest.
Sure.
I'm gonna dip off here and eat because I can't stand it to hear mouth noises when people are on live. Thank you, Sarah. Yep, that's my Cash App. Not expected, but appreciated. And nope, I don't need it to save any children or do anything like that. I just probably
Yeah.
spit it on something to get fat with. But
Oh.
thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. It's been fun. And I'll try to do, I need to learn how to screen share and then I'd be happy. Oh, Alicia's going live at 10:15. Alicia has good stuff too.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
know, sub up to Mommy to Alicia because she has good late nights. Like when you don't have nothing to do at night, she's got good late night streams too.
She sure does.
Yep. And I like it when people have late night streams because not many people do. So, and I think that's how Dolly got most of his viewers because he was only on, he was the only one on late at night. So I really like the late ones. Thank you, Gypsy. Gypsy's watching Tootsie. Well, I'm going to go, guys. Thanks, everyone. See you later.
And I'll talk to you later.